Hey Les. I've actually got COVID there, Marker. So I'm not feeling the best. This COVID thing, it's like a bad flu, so not great. I can't understand why we all got vaccinated if we're still going to get it, if it's not actually protecting us. But yeah, Matt. Went and took a test yesterday, and it was positive. So we're still in this one. 5,000 shares at the moment with this one. This is Kezar Life Sciences. Well, that's exactly. I suppose that's the advantage of being a day trader, is that I can isolate and still carry on working. Well, I tell you what, Matt. The thing is, I need to make 15k this week before Thursday. I don't need to, but I mean that's the goal I've set myself. I want to have my best month ever, and I need 15k this week before Thursday. Thursday being the last day of the month. So if I can get 15k, it'll take me just slightly above my best ever month, which was May last year. So I need 15k, which today is a good start. Yesterday was a bit of a scratch day. It was like I think a couple of £100. Yes, yesterday not so much green as it was a scratch day yesterday because, like I say, we didn't really trade much yesterday. I think in the grand scheme of things, I was $119 net down, but it was still a green day on trade profit. So it was neither here nor there yesterday. I just wasn't up to it. I went to bed, and I was going to come back for power hour, but I just wasn't up to it. I just went to bed, and Beecham's cold and flu, paracetamol, whatever it is. I'm on the paracetamol with the Disprin, aspirin, Sprint, whatever. Yeah, well, there's no volume on AMC at the minute. Or there hasn't been. I might just get out of this and have a look. She's just consolidating there. Yeah, there we go. Like $4,000 to start. I don't mind that. Let's have a look at AMC. It's had a good rally yesterday. Finished a little over $14. So right now, 395,000 shares traded, which is very low for AMC. But wait for the volume to kick in. I can see AMC having another go. It went from kind of 1250 up to 1470s yesterday. So I'm glad you made some profits on it at least, Matt. The thing is though, AMC is a long-term bet. No, would I invest in it long-term and hold like the apes? No, absolutely not. But when it has its little rallies, it can be quite volatile. So it's good to jump on the momentum and just take profits as you go. That's what AMC and GME and some of the other meme stocks are great for. It's as they move, you ride it up, and when they start falling, you ride it down. Well, hopefully, Maka, hopefully. We've had a good start today, so let's see what happens. I'm not up to it. I won't trade. It's as simple as that. But natural gas, Well, at the moment, it's going through the roof. Simple, but the whole Ukraine situation, it's going through. The price of gas is going through the roof at the minute because of the lack of supply from Russia and Ukraine. So the whole price is going up, and of course that adds to the profits. Oh. Rodrigo, I'm not a big. I don't. So Vroom is it's losing money left, right, and centre. Let's have a look at it. It's losing. There's no volume. It needs more volume first and foremost. But if you look at the fundamentals, it's losing money. I mean, it's like $500 million. Its revenues are like $500 million negative. So I wouldn't look at long term. But if it starts to move, I mean, it had a little move up last week. If it starts to move, get in, take your profits, get out. It's not a long-term hold. And as for gamma squeeze, I'm not sure that's going to make much difference on this one. It is fairly highly shorted. I think it's about 29% shorted. But still, if you look at something like Redbox, which is close to 50% shorted, like 48% shorted, and that's not moving up. So I would not be saying that this is the top of the short squeeze play. I'd say something like Redbox would probably be closer to that. Right, I just missed the breakout. Never mind. Now I can't get in. No, it's too high. I need to find a nice entry. Well, there's a reason why it's 80% shorted, and if it's low volume, why are you dollar cost averaging? It's people are. My live is working, buddy. That's why people are actually chatting to me. But if you're dollar cost averaging, you're people are shorting it and going down, so you're actually losing money. Shorts are winning on that one. Breakout. Right. This breaks 10. Yeah, I'll just get out. I'll look for the entry, the next entry. Oh, come on! Don't be subscribing to that that BS. There's nothing wrong with dark pools. It sounds nefarious, but it actually isn't. It doesn't matter. People start talking about dark pools and thinking it's like nefarious activities. No, it's just another place for transactions to take place. You need to stick to your plan. If you've got a stop loss, don't dollar cost averaging into a losing position. Don't ever dollar cost average into a losing position. Dollar cost averaging is for long-term investments, and applied UV is not a long-term investment. Dollar cost averaging is for long-term investments, and you can buy the dip from a position of strength. No, I'm actually not, Kieran. I've got the old COVID, so if I'm not as buoyant as usual, then you'll know why. It's not a bad start. I've been trading Kezar Life Sciences. It was up quite substantially pre-market. It was Kezar Life Sciences. It moved up after hours last night, and it went up 134% in the out of hours trading. It went up to 1355. It's phase 2 clinical trial catalyst. So feeling this is going to go up to around $12, possibly back up to 13. There we go. That's a nice start. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I've had from what yesterday was a bit of a bad one, but it just reminds me of a bad dose of flu. You know, it's like I've not got the nasty cough on the chest, which is a bit of a scratchy cough occasionally, which is fine. It's the aches and the pains and the throbbing head that just reminds me of the flu. You know. I didn't have any sense to start off with, Zach, but if you're asking if I lost my sense of smell or sense of taste, I don't think so. I actually thought I was just hungover. I thought it was a long hangover, you know, from the wedding at the weekend on Sunday. And then yesterday I'm thinking I can't still be hungover. So I went and got a test, and turns out I'm pregnant. Hey, sound of fun. Morning to you. So I'm holding this for 11.50. Let's see. Just target 11.50 on this one to start off with. Morning, Alphabet. Morning, Ben. Or afternoon even. It's not even morning anymore. Why do I feel like it's morning? I don't know why. It's probably because I'm kind of I always think of it's morning session and pre-market morning session in on the markets. I don't know. It's not morning. It's actually afternoon here, isn't it? And for most of the people on the stream, I know there's a few in Canada and States and the likes on the stream. I'm further afield. I have a few of our African contingent as well, don't we? Let me know in the chat where you're from. Are you all UK Ireland, or are you from further afield? Let me know. This is going to be quite volatile, this one today, it looks like. Kezar Life Science, it's exhibiting some very volatile movements. Not a tiny float, but it's not a big float. It's under 100 million, which is what I like. So it's like 52 million float. So really good relative volume, good catalyst. We're in for 5,000 shares. We got in at 11.20, so we'll get out if it breaks back below 11. Surrey with a fringe on top. I need at least 1,500 more today. The idea is if I can get 15k in the next 3 days, including today, tomorrow and Thursday, I'll have had my best trading month ever. I'm just on the cusp of having my best ever trading month, followed by one of my worst. Funnily enough, I wouldn't say it was my worst because I didn't actually lose that much money last month, but it was just, it was hard work in May. But then to follow it with potentially my best ever, which it could be, is a good thing. The LTK. Have a look later. Morning, Dunker. Donut. Excuse me. There's a gap here between 11.50 and 12 that it needs to fill. I'll say 11.50, 11.40 and 11.90. Well, there's a 50-cent gap there. That we need to fill. I like that hammer. I prefer green hammers to red hammers, but I like hammers. Probably won't be as vocal as I normally am. You know what I'm like. Sore throat. I'll probably suck on a Strepsil or something like a little bit later. But I took some meds just after 12, so that should keep me going for the whole stream. And we'll see. Dedication, guys. You should. I hope you appreciate the dedication. Excuse me. What have I got my eyes on right now? It's Kezar Life Sciences what I'm trading. I'm in this at the moment. It's Kezar Life Science. It's a good catalyst. It's good relative volume. It's been up quite high already. It's the top mover, top gapper, top volume. It is the momentum stock of the whole morning so far. So, Kezar Life Science. Do I think it will be a good trade when it opens? It depends. It depends. Let's see what happens. It wouldn't surprise me if we're up around, if we're anywhere between $11 and $12, I think it could potentially move up. If we're up around 12.50 to 13, it will probably sell off. Let's see where we are pre-market. Went up to 13.55 after hours yesterday. Good man, Matt. A few hundred likes. Matt, I've only got 300 likes. There's 30 people in the chat. If you all tapped the screen 10 times, I'd have 300 likes. So come on, guys. Let's get that light count up. Let's get the algorithm. It helps with the algorithm. Get the light count up, push the algorithm. The algorithm can push it out to more people, push out the stream to more people. And the more people we push it out to, the more people we get in, and around we go. In the pre-market and in the out of hours session, it's like much lighter volume, higher volatility. So you can get a big move on low volume. Whereas in see that it just jumped like 10 cents, and you get that with pre-market on low volume. Whereas and the spreads tend to be wider between the bid and the ask. At the moment, we've got a 7-cent spread on the bid and the ask. Whereas in the open market, regular hours, the spreads tighten up and there's a lot more volume. So that's the main difference between trading in the market and the out of hours sessions. EVFM, I don't even know what that is. Not very well. Is it a game? Is it music? What is it? What am I playing? Sign of a move up here. I'll add to the position. Ah, right. Okay. So play. I should trade it. Okay. I don't know why it's not on my list. What do you mean by forced? The big jump is forced. What do you mean by that? Ah, cheers, Matt. That's probably why it's not on my scanners, and that's why, you know, if it's moving up though, good luck with it. As you know, I don't trade anything less than $2, and I try not to trade anything less than $3. That's not to say you can't. That's not to say you shouldn't do it. That's not to say that people can't make money on these lower price stocks. It's just that's just part of my strategy. It's I prefer to trade slightly higher price stocks rather than literal penny stocks. And yeah, and that's half the problem is you get no leverage at that level. All right. So what you're talking about is these pump and dump type stuff sound. So how can you tell if something's a pump and dump? Well, it usually is a low float. If it's a pump and dump, they usually pumping low float stocks, and it will be on a particular. If it's Reddit, for example, it'll be on a particular a lot of chat on a particular forum. Try and pump it, and half the time the chat doesn't make sense. They're just trying to pump it. Yeah, the green's green. We're making money. We're making money. That's all that matters. Yeah. What's the ticker on that one, Sound? Let me have a look at this. Tell me what the ticker is, and I'll pull it up and have a look. Stock advisor. I'm not an advisor. I don't offer advice or picks. Just trading and giving my opinions and knowledge for education and entertainment purposes only. You're not trying to copy me blindly, or anybody for that matter. Right, okay, but what's the ticker? You want me to type in the ticker? I mean, I'll need the ticker to type it into. Move back up. Docs, okay. Take a quick look at this. There's no volume at the minute. Up at $41 at the moment. It's trading sideways. There's no volume at the moment. It's been steadily moving up over the last week or so, but there's no volume at the minute. Proximity. What's my leverage on KZR? I don't know. I'm not actually using all my leverage on KZR, but I get 6 times leverage on this from this broker. So the reason I'm saying that is that it's over. I mean, this is an $11 stock. I started today with over 150,000 in equity on the day. So in my account. So right now I've got 110,000 equity in the position. So I could have been trading this with just the cash in my account. I've not actually using the leverage just yet. But I could if I wanted to. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I like capital markets. I mean, they're a good. The support's really good. Never had any issues with them. They carry pretty much every instrument across the board. The leverage is better than you get from a lot of brokers, because I'm getting 6 times, whereas most brokers are going for equities. It's like 4 times. That's why I like capital markets for day trading. They're not the cheapest in terms of commissions and fees, but they're not expensive either. They are reasonable. I think they work out slightly less expensive than Interactive. Certainly less expensive than the likes of 212 and a few of the others. It used to be $4. Anything over $4, you get 6 times leverage. I think they've just changed the policy recently up to $5. I'll double check that. But the lower price, you get no leverage on anything under $2. I'll double check the leverage schedule, because I think they just recently changed it. But I tell you what to expect from my course. Yeah, learn how to day trade. So you get to learn all of the methodologies. You get to learn my strategies. You get to learn basic fundamental technical analysis, pattern recognition, the psychological element of trading as well, risk management. Everything you need basically. It teaches you my strategies and gives you a good grounding in day trading. But more importantly, it gives you that ability to apply a strategy that's worked, that works, that's proven. And it's not my strategy. It's not something that I've invented on my own. It's, you know, common knowledge strategy. There's nothing in the course, just so you know, there's nothing in the course that you couldn't, by doing your own research on the internet, spending a few hours on the internet to learn all of that. I mean, let's face it, that's what I did. But I've basically condensed it for you so that so that you excuse me, you get access to full documented strategy that you can work to. On top of that, you get access to the private Discord for the day trade with owner students only, where you get mentorship and coaching, which is probably just as valuable as the documented strategy as well. Background knowledge, just a basic understanding of the stock market, really. You know, I go into more details about how to read stock charts and what to look for, pattern recognition. If you know what a candlestick chart is and how to read one, that's pretty much all you need as a basic understanding before moving on. Yeah, not very well. So I'm getting mine. Mine's CMEG's a little bit. It's a bit cheaper than that. It's actually quite good. Lock some profits in there. That's a nice little move up. I'm thinking this is going to hit 1150 before the bell. I'm very surprised. We've got an hour before the bell, but I'm very surprised if this doesn't hit 1150 before the bell. What are you doing with asbestos in your bathroom? Yeah, so get them off YouTube channel. There's a whole bunch of videos that check out the YouTube channel Sound of Fun. There's a whole bunch of videos. There you go. There's the 1150 that I was talking about. A bit more. There's my 5k for the day. Nice start, Tony. Well done. Maybe I should catch COVID more often. Having a good day. This is moving nicely. I hope you guys are on this. Those of you trading, I hope you're on this. That was a lovely breakout. Hi, Dublin. When I go through the basics of the course, check out the YouTube channel Sound of Fun. The very first lesson is on the course, is there on the YouTube channel for free. You check out that, and it's an introduction to trading, and that covers quite a lot just on its own. So it's an hour lecture. And that's the very first lesson. So I've posted that on YouTube for free for people that, if you're unsure about the course, go and check that one out. going to get out there because that's an exit indicator right there. That shooting star. There we go. Six grand to start. Happy days. Oh, that's unfortunate, Zach. Well, hopefully there's no asbestos in your house. That'd be terrible if it is. You'll have to vacate until they can fix it. Rejected at the $0.75 last time. Is it going again? Now, you don't mind it in the shed there, Dublin. You know, it's not like you're living in the shed. Once again, I apologise for my less than buoyant self today. Streaming with COVID is not ideal, but it shows my dedication to the cause. That's only when you've that's only when you've had an argument with the missus, though. No, actually, it's only when you've won an argument with the missus you end up sleeping in the shed. At this rate, what are we? We've got an hour to the market open. At this rate, we might get that 15k today. This keeps moving up the way it's doing. Well, we should get a pullback here. I mean, we've got this shooting star, which is a reversal indicator. Yes, it moved back up again a little bit, but it's usually a good indicator, the shooting star. Dojis are good reversal indicators, but when you get a shooting star like this, because of the long top and tail onto the doji, it shows a lot of selling pressure. But it's usually a reversal indicator, and you pay heed to, even if they don't always come off, but even if it then starts to rally afterwards, you can always jump back in. It's okay. It's always better to pay attention to the exit indicators and see it's pulling back now. Well, it doesn't feel mild to me, Dublin. I'm feeling like shit, if I'm being completely honest. It is. I get what you're saying. It's a lot better than what. I'm just going to scale down now. I'm just going to trade with smaller size for now. This was a nice bull flag setup. Question is, will we get the breakout? Yeah, I get where you're coming from, Dublin. I mean, when it first kicked off, it was really bad. And some people, well, my brother-in-law got it. He was working in the prisons. He's a prison guard in the UK, and he was went through the prison system like wildfire. And of course, he ended up coming down with it, and he's an asthmatic, so he had underlying issues, and he had it really, really bad. He ended up with that long COVID, so the kind of long-term effects of it, which is not great. We might get to $12 yet. Oh yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. A long time ago. So he was one of he got it like before the vaccines came out. So that was 2020 when he came down with it. Which is the best account for capital markets elite group? Well, I'm using an active account. If you're a day trader, you want an active account. Standard account is just if you've got to be doing some kind of investing, you buy stocks, maybe swing trading's fine, but if you're a day trader, you want an active account. What am I buying? 66. Yeah, I went to a wedding over the weekend. I don't think I picked it up at the wedding, but we did a Friday night and a Saturday, and we did a Friday session, Saturday session, and then after the session, I went to a club, which was my hotel had a nightclub next to it, or part of the hotel actually. I think I picked it up from that nightclub. So that's that. What's the catalyst? Positive phase 2 clinical trials. Not very well. Positive phase 2 clinical trials is the catalyst here. Yeah, I felt like an old dodder. There's like 4 of us from the wedding party went to this club because it was part of the hotel, and full of full of farmer teens up in Offaly, and I felt like I was ancient, like some kind of bloody perv or something, hanging out with the kids. It was weird. Oh, let's see if this breaks 12. Don't know why. I'm looking for. Yeah, so you probably know Burr, BIRR. That's where we were. Burr in Offaly. It's not. I find it amusing that the entire town centre consisted of a pharmacy, a super value stroke centre, and about 18 pubs. Like what? Oh, and similar amount of takeaways. see how we can break 12 here. Locking a little bit of profit. Very rangy, but good range on it. Quite volatile. Oh, stop. I think that was the only nightclub in the town as well. So if anybody had COVID, they of course they're going to be going there. Dooley's, that's where I was staying. Dooley's. Not a great place, I've got to be honest. Bit of a kip. We're going to get support at the $0.50. That's the question. No, is the answer. Buy the dip. Why not? Worst case scenario is I've got a cushion. I can always get out for a bit more if it keeps falling. That was a big flush. And that's when you buy the dip. When you've got a cushion on the ticker and you get a flush like that, you can buy the dip, but not from a losing position. The worst case scenario is I'm half of my gains I'm giving back right now. I'm expecting this to move back up. It's on the VWAP. Massive sell-off. A lot more than I expected. It's got volatility, that's for sure. Oh, I don't know about that. It's the big square. I find it funny. You get these big coachy farmer book types. They've got the big square head on them, big turnip type head on them. we're going to make another move up, or is it going to just take time now? The grey and orange lines, that's the volume by price. So that tells you when the majority of people, as you can see here, the majority of people, that's where most of the transactions have taken place. Up at 1165-ish. So there's quite a few people holding bags up at 1165, but also that's pretty much where the flush started. Yeah, someone else mentioned that earlier. That lobbies are, and whilst it's not actually looked at it, but I did say I'd take a look at it a little bit later. Me, or is it just is it me that I've got a fever or something, or is it warm in here? Well, that was unfortunate move. Made 6 and we're giving it all back. Bounce on the whole dollar. Yeah, well, we're still green. Revlon wiped out 30%. What's Revlon doing right now? It's a good question. It's doing nothing. It's still around that $7 range. Has been for a while now. Still held most of its gains from you know, the other week. Look at it on the daily. So Revlon made this run up, and it's still up there, $7 from, you know, 150 or whatever. Whether the acquisition goes through at that level, I don't know. Still going bankrupt. Yeah, it's having a lovely sell-off, isn't it? I need to wait for an entry to move for the move back up. Now, in theory, if I've been paying attention, I should have got out here at 1170. First red candle to make a new low. That's that one. But I didn't. I held too long. I tried to buy the dip and be clever. Didn't quite go my way. But I could afford to do that because I had the cushion. Now I've got to build the cushion again. It's taking it off me. But we're still green on the day, and that's all that matters. We just need to get back green again. I need new cameras. Why? What's wrong with my cameras? I don't know what you're referring to, Bolter. Oh, it'll come alive when the market opens for sure. As will the rest. We've got, what, half an hour to the market yet. The market opens yet. there's not a lot else moving. Not a lot else got. This has got everybody's attention because it's the only one with the volume and the moves. Looking for the bounce on the whole dollar. It just broke the whole dollar. That's when I got out, and look, right at the bottom is where I got out. Isn't that just typical? $11.15. There we go. We've got support at $11, so pretty much the cushion that I've got, the 950 cushion that I've got. Oh, I don't know about that. OVV. What about OVV? Ovintiv. It's moving up. It's gapped up. It's 5% up, but there's no volume. What is it that you're looking for there? Oh, Puno. There's no volume. I have to wait till the bell, I think, with that one. Moving up, but like I said, no volume. Yeah, it's shortable. Chesney, it is shortable. Not on the restriction or anything like that. It's the grey and orange, the left indicates volume by price. The volume is at the bottom. This is the volume histogram at the bottom. This bit here is volume by price. As I say, the majority of the transactions have taken the volume. The majority of the transactions have taken place here between 760 and 765. Did I say 7? I meant 11. What the hell's Jed? I don't know what Jed is. Or who's Jed? Say. okay. I still think XRP's got a decent long-term future. It's just crypto as a whole right now is going through its own mini crisis. Hey, Humble. I mean, and that's normal. I mean, it's secular. Ah, so it's XLM, not XRP. I tell you what, there's going to be a couple of these coins, decent cap coins, are just going to disappear, and I think one of them is going to be like the likes of Solana. The amount of outages on that blockchain over the last 12 months is shocking. What is this particular screen of charts called? This one is Kezar Life Sciences. This is the one you're looking at, the 1 minute time frame of the price action on Kezar Life Sciences Dublin. This is the top mover this morning. It's currently 91% right now, 91% up on the day. It's positive phase 2 clinical trials is the reason for it moving. Here you go. You can have a treat. There you go. Want it now? Well, right now this isn't going in my favour, is it? I'm 6 grand up to eventually 500 down. Oh, 2.5 grand down. Should have waited for the bell. Yeah, I got distracted by the dog. I'll wait for the bell now. Well, I won't. I'll look for something else. There is nothing else at the moment, but I can see this moving up at the bell. Bit of profit taking right now. So I got in this, not much difference. When I started trading this at, when was it? Here. But we're not far off. So my first entry would have been here at 73, 70. It's at 1073, funnily enough. That's where it is. My first entry was 1073, and it's right now 1073. Go figure. Right, I need some drink. sold off to where I bought in, absolutely. Alright, so I really want to see this back above the VWAP before I trade it again, I think. Back above 11. I'll wait for it to break 11. You're right, my little baby. You got another one of these Duckinos. There you go. The dog's not been happy. She was without me for the whole couple of days for the wedding, and then I've just not been up to walking her since I got back. So she's not had a proper walk since. She's not had a proper walk for since last Thursday. She didn't want to go with the dog walker. Did not like the dog walker at all. Morning, PMZ. Yeah, certainly can. ELTK. It's 7% up on the day, but it's not very happy chart. Look at this, it's very difficult. Let's just see an entry. There's nobody trading it. Low volume, not just in terms of today, but across the board. Very little range. Popped up. I don't know why it popped up. You might want to have a look at. In fact, I can find out for you. It's very low volume. Is there any reason why it popped up? That's the question. Okay, Joffre Capital to buy majority stake in Playtika for $21 a share. That's why. That's why it popped up. It's not held its gains, so probably not something I would recommend looking to trade intraday. Wanted to get in for the break of 11 then, but we'll take the break of the VWAP instead. Oil does look good across the board. Yeah, they all come on Benzinga, just remember that. If there's any news, Benzinga get it. All energy stocks are good at the moment, especially renewables, because everybody's looking for alternatives to oil and gas. Renewables are looking really good at the moment. 20 minutes to the bell, guys. 20 minutes to the bell. Expecting this one to move up at the bell. I might be wrong. I might be right. Let's see. This really is the only stock in play for retail traders at the moment. Kezar Life Sciences. This is going to have everybody's attention. That's why I think it's going to move up at the bell. You go where the crowds are. As a retail trader, as a day trader, you go where the crowds are. You follow the volume, and this is the only one with decent volume today. Look for the volatility to make a profit on, but you follow the volume. Just gonna hold this now. Right on the VWAP right now. So the VWAP is 1108. I'm feeling terrible at the moment, Reach. Hannibal the Cannibal. I'm trading Kezar Life Sciences. It is the top mover this morning, pre-market. It's the only one with decent relative volume this morning, pre-market. It is the top momentum stock. But Kezar Life Science, KZR is the ticker. You can't really see it because of the things, but KZR is the ticker. Yeah, I've got the old COVID there, Reach, so that's why I'm feeling a little bit dodge. A little bit on the modeling side, onto the better terminology. Coming back down again. Just gonna this time. So I am using my leverage right now because the equity in this position right now is more than what I have in my. We're still upwards trending. What? Okay, you can have another one. There you go. Spoiled. That's what you are. I'll just give you one. I'm not giving you no more. Well, I'll be feeling a lot better if this trade stops going against me every time I try and get in it. Risking way too much here. We've got 14 minutes to the bell, guys. 14 minutes to the bell. I'm expecting this to be quite substantially above $11 after the bell. Might just hold this into the bell. I wouldn't say revenge trading there. I would say sick trading, Pen. COVID trading. What's my favorite oil or energy stock? Well, I would say probably Indonesian energy, probably. One I've made the most on, off the top of my head. I think I've made more on Indonesian energy than I have on a Houston American. Houston American I've made quite a bit on too, but problem with Indonesian energy when I traded it was the spreads were just horrible. It's difficult. It is. To be fair, on day trading, it's difficult to manage your risk effectively when the spreads are so big. I mean, you're talking like a $25 stock, and the spreads can be like 20-30 cents. That's the sort of spread you'd expect on a $100 stock, you know. BLTK is the one that's moving, seems to be hitting the scanners in terms of momentum right now. Not too keen on that. Maybe when the volume comes in later, maybe. But right now, this is the only one with volume. Yeah, I reckon you could have got some good gains from Moderna. What's actually amusing is last year my best ever day, single day in terms of gains, 102,000 in a single day, and largely down to the run of DWAC and PUHN at the same time. But I made more on the DWAC warrants than I did on DWAC, which I find just kind of funny. And there's always one stock that there's some people that subscribe to the thinking that you should have a no trade list because of the way that sometimes it's as if a stock has your number. Whenever you try and trade it, you lose. I personally, I don't subscribe to that myself. It's like every trade is different, every day is different. But sometimes some people think that way. But Reach 801 today, most of the shares got huge volume. That's called algorithmic trading. So what tends to happen is the market makers, so you get this spike in algorithmic trading at 8, this is called the, affectionately known as the 8 o'clock flush or the 8 o'clock scrum. And you get a lot of the market makers will transact a lot of the trades that they've been holding on the books. And that's why, regardless of what the share is, you get this algorithmic spike both to the up and downside. And it's just something that happens every single day. I've not got 3,000 likes yet, Matt. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, of course, she's asleep on the couch anyway. She's asleep on the sofa, so. Yeah, every day at 8 o'clock you get this what I call the 8 o'clock scrum, and you get a spike of volume pretty much on every stock. So 7 minutes to the bell. AMC's just gone red. AMC just gone red in a big way. Just a bit of a flush there from AMC, considering virtually no volume. It just all came in at once there. Nah, no problem, Rich. Well, I've got over 3,000. So when she wakes up, when she's decided that she's had enough of the sofa and wakes up, she can have another treat. Yeah, there's potential deals of a merger or an acquisition. There's rumours of a merger or an acquisition with Hood. So it had a rally yesterday on the back of that. Six, 5 minutes to the bell, guys. Bearing in mind this went up to 134% pre-market, we're going to have a little bit of a difficult task to get to those pre-market highs, or break pre-market highs. We really want to be looking at $12. We can get to $12, all we need. But what's happening? We're just consolidating around that $11 mark there, sound. You're not really doing a lot. It's the only trade for today at the moment. It's the only one with volume pre-market, the only one with volatility pre-market. It's 90% up on 9.6 million. So I mean, the relative volume is huge. If you look at the relative volume, 1.3 million average and 9.7, so it's more than three. Well, it's what's that? 1.3 versus 9.7. It's 8 times. Well, the thing is, though, like we say, as a retail trader, as a day trader, you follow the crowds and you go where the action is. And right now, this is the only place. So this is going to have everybody watching it. Anybody that's day trading is going to be watching this particular stock because it's the only stock that, well, there's a couple of smaller price stocks if you're into them, but this is the only one that's got the real momentum and volatility. So it's not doing anything today, though. We're at reach. Do I get a buzz when waiting for the bell? Oh. I mean, hood. It's about to break even. It's going up. It's just getting up to that kind of break even on the day line. Green line. It's still red on the day. Hood. But it's looking like it might have another rally today. I want to see this above the VWAP. Yeah, there's no volume on it. That's why, Reach. The Aeroclean chart just doesn't have any volume, so you get that weird blanks going. Yes, they are, El Puno. Absolutely. I don't think any retail trader worth his salt has any affinity whatsoever for Robinhood. It's like Robinhood in reverse, you know, take it off the poor to give to the rich. What they did with the whole AMC and GME debacle, it was shocking. And they weren't the only ones. I lost money. I lost money with Robinhood. Not with Robinhood. I can't remember, who did I trade GME with at the time? I can't remember. Off the top, whoever it was, I lost money as a result, and then I moved to this crowd here. Oh, 20 seconds to the bell. was open. My cutoff is 1050 here. Expected this to rally. It might, but I've just put a stop in it at 1050. That's my cutoff. You never can sound. You can only make assumptions. You can never tell 100%. This is why you've got to put your. That's why you put risk versus reward. That's why you always put stop losses in place. You always say, okay, well, if it doesn't do what I want it to do, then it goes the opposite direction. What's the most I'm prepared to risk versus what am I expecting to do? Clean up at $15. Redbox not doing much. 850s. SPY, bit of a rally. AMC sold off initially, trying to get back above 14s. Very clean. Not on great volume, mind. Not good volume. But above $15 now. You might be selling off now. Hey Phil, how's sunny Spain? This gets back above 11, it'll get to 12. What would get to 12? Kezar Life Sciences. If it gets back to if it gets over 11, it'll go on and it'll run to 12 later in the day. That's my opinion. It's not financial advice. Don't take it as a stock pick or a signal. Just my thoughts. The meanderings of a fat bloke on the internet. That's all that is. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to get stopped out. There we go. Well, instead of getting the 15 grand I needed, I've lost 15 grand, but there you go. I'll change the scanners over. We got in for the break of the opening range, and it pulled back. So just look at it on the 5 minute. We got in for the break of the opening range. That's why I got in there. This is being the opening range. Not great volume, Heraclean. Probably not the ideal choice to enter on a trade point of view. It was the top momentum scanner. It was the top one on the momentum scanner. Selling off. EVFM 132, 23% up, 22% up, but selling off. It's below the VWAP. VWAP bounce. $0.20 spread on Heraclean. Which is not great. Spreads are horrible on this one. Wouldn't advise anyone trading this from an intraday perspective. just because the spreads are terrible. Let's put my stop in there, and if it stops me out, it stops me out. That's a break even. The spreads are horrible. That's a short. Let's have a look at AMC. Had a rally yesterday. What's it doing today? It's coming back round. It gets back above 14. It could do well, actually. Nice little red to green type move here for AMC. Right for the break of 14. Well, give me a few minutes to find out. AMC's looking good now. It's going green on the day. Will it continue to rally? That's the question. Redbox, yeah, that's selling off again. It's down on the day. It's red on the day again. Wanted to see AMC green. Hold that green line. We go in for the break of $14, and we'll get out if it breaks below it. There we go. Buy or break. Oh. Spreads are just too big at the moment. 13 cents at the moment. Spreads on Aeroclean. Just at a 15-cent stock to have a 13-cent spread, it's just too much. Cheers, Puno. I was trading AMC a minute ago, but it just pulled back, so I got out for kind of a break even. So it moved up then pulled back. So we didn't hold the. I was looking at it went green, but it didn't hold. So it's might get a bounce on the VWAP here for AMC. Just didn't hold $14. So I got in for the break of $14 when it broke below $14 on the way back down. I was like, okay, that's me out. Aeroclean's rallying. Don't like the spreads. Not seeing anything really jumping out to say top stock or not. What happened with KZR? It sold off. So it's down at 1020s now. Cedar Space. A couple of weeks ago, this was announced as a team member on the NASA project. Question is, has there been any additional news catalyst for it to move up right now? Not really. No other additional news catalyst. Spreads are horrible on this, like 15 cents. Tempted to trade it, but it's low volume and the spreads are horrible. It's just that I've made money on it this last month, a lot of money on it. Not setting up though, so I'm just gonna be a bit more disciplined. Like if I'd been disciplined with KZR, I would have been £6 instead, £6 up. I'm just going to put it down to having COVID affecting my judgment. Excuse me. Blue hat. Neurosense having another go today. No. Agile Therapeutics moving up above the $2 level. That's not really a pattern I can get behind. Big one though, moving at the moment is Agile Therapeutics though. Look at that. Low price stock, 215. Now up 64%. Well, I don't think I'm going to be streaming the full. I think I'll probably just stream to the top of the hour today, given all that's in it and how I'm feeling. I've actually lost nearly 2 stone in the last in the last 6 months, so I'm all right. I don't need to lose much more. I can take a look at Dawn for you. There's no volume. There's just no volume. It needs volume. 95,000 shares. I mean, if you look at the volume, we're getting 13,500 shares on this minute candle here. It needs volume. If you're going to trade something, you need volume. Day one biopharma. That's selling off. That could have been a this breaks 10. Might go short on it. I'm a big lad. If I lose too much weight, I'm okay. I'm okay with my dad bod. I'm comfortable in my dad bod. I've not been. Who was it said that my ideal weight? Oh, that was it. I had one of these BMI tests, you know, body mass indicator things, and said my ideal weight would be about 15 stone. All right. The last time I was 15 stone, I was 15. I'm a naturally big man. It's not a sad face. It's an aching face. Got an aching head and an aching body for that matter. You like Glenn? I don't want to get into your personal life, Puno. You leave Glenn alone. I don't think he wants your advancements. Yeah, I might just do that. I'm thinking I might just short this and see where it goes. But I'll give it another 5 minutes before the stream. Well, looks like this is the right option. It breaks 10, I can't see it coming back, so got the hell out of it. I'm not going to short 650,000, but plenty shares available. Short. That wasn't ideal. Bounce on the whole dollar, didn't really want that. Should have expected it though. You know what? I think I might just take the L today. It's going to break the whole dollar, the $10 level, very psychological level. Previous support, pre-market. Cover that, and no, absolutely. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to end the stream and go and have a lie down, I think, and I'll leave you guys to the gains. So you guys have a good profitable day, and I'll see how I'm getting on a bit later. If I'm up to it, I'll do a power hour stream. If I'm not, you won't see me. So in the meantime, I'll be back at it. I should be back at it tomorrow. Tomorrow before the market opens. But I'll see you then, guys. Okay. Catch you later.